going to start by importing a Word document, but before we do that, let's take a look at the document in Word. You see, it's a pretty straightforward, boring Word document. It's got a lot of paragraphs. It's got some headers. Now notice with these headers, these are just normal text. I've just bolded them. It's not like a formal heading like we can select in the Styles menu. We've got a few bullet points, and I've got one table. Now let's see what it looks like when we import it into Sway. Select Import. Open. Okay, so let's see what it did. So I've got my title. I've got words, and look how it has taken the bolded areas and turned those into headings. It took my bullet points and it imported my table. Let's see what it looks like in Storyline. So you see we have our header card, and it's grouped that with the text. It's got a new header card. Got the bullets within the card. Notice it took the table in as a picture as opposed to some text that you can change. And in this particular text box, you see it's already put emphasis on those words that were bolded within that paragraph. Now this gave us kind of a boring design. If I did a remix, it gives us something maybe a little more dramatic. From here you can go in and make some changes to the card, add some pictures for your headers, anything else that you want to do to improve the look and feel. But pretty slick for bringing it into Sway, I think. Now let's take a look at importing a PowerPoint slide. Before I import a PowerPoint slide, I do want to say I'm not really pleased with the way that Sway imports PowerPoint slides. I thought maybe because it was called the presentation type of application that it might treat it pretty well, but it doesn't, I don't think. So you may be better off starting from scratch rather than importing a PowerPoint slide. So let me show you what I mean. We'll take a look first at the original PowerPoint slides. So some basic PowerPoint slides. A little bit of animation. Typical PowerPoint. All right, so let's import that PowerPoint. So let's take a look at what it looks like in the play mode. This header over here was with the content that was on this picture. The food isn't associated with it. So in other words, I don't see it keeping the content on a single slide together as a cohesive group. It doesn't seem to make sense. It's near each other because it was on the same slide, but it doesn't translate as one particular slide. I tried it with several different types of PowerPoint slides. Some of them had a lot of text on it or had a lot of graphs on it. It didn't matter which way I tried it, I still got the same effect where Sway wasn't really bringing in a single PowerPoint slide as a group so that it cohesively communicated the message. And finally, let's take a look at what it looks like to import a PDF. This particular PDF is a document that comes from IBM. It is their 2012 CEO report, so you can take a look at it here just to see what the original PDF looks like. So not an atypical type of PDF. Now we'll import it. Notice that it took the name of the document and made that the title, so you might want to change that when it comes to your documents. And you'll see, similar to what we saw when we were using the PowerPoint, it doesn't necessarily keep things together that were intended to keep together. This isn't too bad to begin with. But you see, when we got to the table of contents, it just spilling over willy-nilly. And remember, there were some boxes that were kind of broken out to the side with some statistics in it. Those are kind of odd looking when it came into the document. So it might be easier to just start from scratch instead of importing a PowerPoint or PDF. But of course, you'll need to judge for yourself based on how much content you need to put.